Yo, it's Drooper Looper here. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to do some Premier League predictions, as in predicting where each team will finish. Um, yeah, yeah. Anyways, before we start, I'd just like to advertise my FPL league. Um, it's it's like a head-to-head league, so you can join late and it's still fine. You earn points by beating people in individual game weeks. So even if you have one bad week, like you just lose out on some points, but you know you can still like earn points and impact the rest of the league, even if you join late. So it's really good. The code to join is JDTY11, and I'll post the auto join link in the comments and in the description. So yeah, without further ado, please subscribe and let's get into it. So 20th place I have here is Southampton. What did I think when I was making this? Okay, to be fair, Southampton, I don't rate them. I think they're gonna go down anyways. 19th is Brentford because I don't know. I don't know why, but I put Brentford as 19th. You know, they're a small club. They're gonna go down at some point. You know, and I think this year's the year. 18th, I put Nottingham Forest because Nuno's not a good manager. They were a bit shaky last season, so I think 18th. 17th, I put Ipswich, criminally underrated. I mean, and the thing is, they're not ready. And people say they're not ready for the Premier League, but bear in mind, like last season, they just got promoted into the Championship, and they've already been promoted to the Prem. So I think Ipswich is like, an outside shout to survive. Also, it's statistically really unlikely that all three teams are going to go down. Normally it's just one or two. 16th, I put Wolves because they're just irrelevant, really. 15th is Leicester, because, are Leicester good? Maybe I shouldn't have put Leicester on 15th, but we'll see. 15th is Leicester. 14th, I put down as Bournemouth because, Bournemouth are decently good. They lost to Solanke, but, I think they'll still be like a mid-table club. 13th is Everton. Last season, that players got me a lot of FPL points at the expense of Liverpool. So, but yeah, I think they'll be fine. They'll be mid-table, maybe cause some few upsets here and there. And they also might get relegated. You never know with Everton. I predicted them for 13th. 12th, I predicted West Ham. West Ham, they used to be like Europa League challengers. They won the Conference League, but realistically, they're not that consistent, and they don't have that good of a squad. Yeah. 11th is Fulham because, Fulham are just there. They're like the middest of the mid, so I put them in the middle. 10th, I put as Crystal Palace because, things are looking promising. They did. I don't follow the transfer market, so maybe they lost all their good players. If that's the case, then womp womp. But hopefully they got some money for it. 9th is Brighton. Again, pretty good team. I think, they'll. Where did they finish last season? I guess last season, all the teams were really good, and Brighton just can't really compete with an injury or two. So, Brighton put as ninth. Aston Villa, I'm putting as 8th. Now, I know they just got 4th and they got into the Champions League, but, Champions League is quite a demand. And especially if they're trying to progress to the knockouts. And if they do, that's even more games in their schedule. Their squad depth just isn't that great. And if they get an injury or two, they could definitely be 8th or below. 7th is Chelsea. At this point, I don't know if 7th is even bad for Chelsea. A new manager, things might be a bit rough. We might have a different manager at the end of the season. You never know with Chelsea. 6th is Newcastle. I think now that Newcastle have no European football, I think they can just maybe they can challenge for top 4, honestly, but I put them as 6th. Because they haven't. Their squad is good, but it's not great. 5th I put is Liverpool. Now Liverpool have been good preseason because I follow them. I'm a Liverpool fan, but I'm gonna say 5th because it's Slot's first season, and also if we have a midfield injury, then there's no way we're going to be able to compete with the likes of Arsenal and Man City. So I put Liverpool as 5th. Tottenham I actually put as 4th. Now this might be controversial, putting Tottenham as 4th, but I think they've got a decent squad. I think they can go out and try and challenge for top 4, and I think they'll get it. Maybe it might be really, really close, but I think Tottenham, they got Solanke, so that's good, and Son is also really good. I think Tottenham just have more depth, and Ange is also gonna cook because I rate Ange, so I think Tottenham is gonna be 4th. 3rd, I'm putting as Man United because they're due a good season. They made loads of signings, right? So they'll probably end up playing really badly and just winning because I guess that's how they work. 2nd is Arsenal. Yeah. I'm sorry, Arsenal, but you are not winning the league. It's just not in Arsenal's DNA. And I don't mind if Arsenal win the league. I don't mind if any teams win the league, honestly. But I just don't think Arsenal have it in them to just not bottle it. Well, not bottle, just get themselves far enough in which they can just win the league. And it's also because first is Man City, and honestly, Man City probably don't have as much as an advantage as people are making it out to be, but it's sensible to go with Man City as first. To be fair, I don't think I've made a lot of sensible predictions here, but yeah. I don't know if there's any way to show the full list here, but if you made it to the end, well, subscribe for more cringe and unfunny and deluded football content.